Hello, I am Marty. I'm one of the developers for the FREE-WiLi product and the 2025 ICS Village Badge for DEFCON 33. This video is going to demonstrate more of the setting up the ESP32 that is populated on the badge. After you get your badge, during the build a badge section, you will have firmware running on the badge except for the ESP32. We have created a default firmware image for the ESP32 that you can interface. You can interface through the badge wirelessly, but the firmware, that default firmware, is loaded onto the main processor of the badge. To load this default firmware, there is two different methods. One is using the user interface of the badge, and two is going through the terminal. To flash the badge firmware through the badge interface, you would go to the Wi-Fi, then you will cycle with the gray button to the panel that says ESP32 default app flasher, and then you'll click flash. And once you start flashing, you'll see that the screen is attempting to load the necessary binary data onto the ESP32. You can also see in the terminal as well that we're getting some events of the flashing, indicating that the flashing process started. The app portion of the flashing does take a bit of time, so bear with it. But there's also a progress bar for each portion, and also a percentage for each partition that is being flashed onto the ESP32. And once that is all done, you should be able to see two green LEDs on top of the alcohol sensor here. That should be blinking every other time for at 100 millisecond rate. These LEDs are attached to the ESP32 flasher, indicating that it is running. And to do the same method of flashing through the terminal, you will go into the extended functions menu here, and then go into the ESP32 flasher functions. And here you have a variety of different functions to do the ESP32, where you could actually load your own code onto the ESP32 to hack other badges or play around the badges. But you also have an option right at the last command here to flash default app. And you need to click that again, enter, and the same flashing process will start. This is the same fence that you've seen before. And you can see that also the screen is being updated in relation to what the flashing process is. If you need some information of how to use these commands, you can view the ESP tool documentation on Expressive website for the steps needed to flash your own custom application with ESP32, or if you want to load your applications onto RAM. And once that is done, get the finishing flash and default app you're setting. That means there's code. The default application code is running on the ESP32.